2, Fnatic taking on Cloud9 on their map choice. And sure, maybe you're just joining us. Axel's not here. We're all getting pumped. We're all getting excited. But Buster, he's doing a good job so far. And they have just picked up Fnatic's map choice of Vertigo. We move to Anubis, an orange map. Everyone's favorite. But Fnatic, yet to play this with their new roster. Only played a bit of Inferno, a little bit of Ancient, a little bit of Vertigo. So we get to see what they have to offer here as well.
I'm really interested to see if that CT pistol is theirs, how quickly they can get into a solid CT haul. Of course, we'd expect to see Cloud9 with some game plans. Picking Anubis. It's just an interesting state of play. New names on the roster, new maps to be played. Look at the odds really favoring Cloud9 here. After Fnatic falling on their map pick, it's understandable, justifiable. Let's see how this pistol goes.
They're going to keep pushing, yeah.
Wow, this is so much info, Chad.
Yeah, well, have to worry about Buster.
Maybe not, yeah.
Walked under him here, hasn't spotted anything.
Well, that angle achieves nothing.
Hello, Shiro.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, the jig is up.
Yeah, and Buster knows that he's let this leak, so Afro, I don't think he's going to go clear rugs, but Buster also hasn't moved. They're coming back to deal with Afro, and he should be dead right now. He is pinned. He's also going to make his way back down the T stairs. Buster is not doing anything, not moving a muscle, allowing Electronic to get the first blood.
Everything cool over there, guys? Yep, okay.
And now it's a dark crawl. You've got Mezzy and Crims responding to this, trying to get some real estate or info back. They thought they just had it all. Thought it was destined to be either a mid or a B play. But right now, left scratching their heads. Dexter investigating A main once more. Roy tucking in towards middle. Mezzy tasked now with B on his lonesome as Crims. He's the next just to go walking down the lazy river.
It's Buster. Caught by him. Coming in. Mezzy, this is what he was primed and ready for. Still got 23 bullets for the rest of these guys. 3 of them congregating in main and making their way in successfully. Electronic, nice double.
Oh!
Yeah, lots of damage. Dexter finishes the job. They cancel the plant as well. On jail, tagged up is Perfecto. And he's alone now. Great shot out of Roy, straight to the head with the USB at 1v2. Perfecto overwhelmed at Fnatic. Start off with the W on the pistol.
That all comes down to the chaos and the response time there over towards that B bomb site, right? I don't think they're expecting Dexter to push through. Once Roy takes that contact and that kill that Dexter grabs, it changes the entirety of that round. The player over towards the site peeks out, gets one tap to the head by Roy, and away she goes. This is Mezzy being a bit of a nuisance here, and that's that push I was talking about from Dexter. Comes through, there's the shot from Roy onto Shiro, and then Perfecto pinned over towards Jail. Not enough time, and Crims is happy with that one. As we move into round number 2, not a hero AK, but a hero Galil in the hands of Shiro here. Oh, and aggressive again, Fnatic. Some pep in their step against the lighter investment here.
And for anyone, you know, picking their brain as to why this hero AK is making more and more move and a shake, well, don't forget Vertigo worked wonderfully for them. Hobbit with an ace in where they was just looking for damage.
Yeah, it's Electronic again, right? So
yeah, happy to.
I think when you're Electronic and you know that you have so many good players around you here, why the hell not?
He's like excited to set them up as Dexter sets Fnatic up for the conversion. Takes down Shiro and the second onto Electronic. So it's all fallen into place, and that this time that investment gets them nothing. You can see Hobbit's trying to do a full Assassin's Creed moment. Hello! And now just Perfecto. He's found the Galil, but kind of boxed in now with Mezzy holding his exit. That smoke is fading.
Oh, he's just going to try and toss it away. Well, that's all right. They've all got rifles anyway, so...
5 fami. Gross.
Yeah, it's serviceable, but we're going to see how it matches up against the AKs, aren't we? It almost didn't match up against the Glock. Okay. Well, they will be able to get a clean one on the board there with all 5 staying alive. Very important for the Fnatic side of things early on in this one.
So let's see the ramifications of that Galil investment. It's just very light on nades, I suppose.
Yeah, like this is the thing. They obviously have a plan in mind. They wanted to limit, so coming into this round they weren't dealing with a full buy. They get nothing away, and well, you have to have some kind of call that you can. Look at this, nice little lob up there. Work off the back of. So yeah, you're right. Lighter util limits options, and already using a bunch of them.
And in stark contrast, obviously with those 5 fami, they've got every belt loop covered in nades. 2 down, bomb delivered. Electronic could get them both back, and he does. Resuscitates hope for Na'Vi in round 3.
They've got backs to each other again. Look at Afro and Buster. This is twice. We had the pistol, and now round number 3. They've just completely passed each other once again. So The two of them really struggling with each other's timings right now, but I'd say this favors Afro a whole lot more than it favors Buster. They still think there's likely to be someone towards A, but Buster peering in now, seeing this clear. Afro's timing, it is going to be the difference maker, and, well, they're passed with the bomb. Oh, he's got a kill here on a silver platter, does Afro. Takes the freebie, and now a 3-on-2 situation on this A site, but very winnable for Cloud9.
Interesting decision-making. You can see the tree of thoughts going on here. Buster, he dropped the smoke so that Electronic can slow down Akon, and he can already be dug into main. Now, might be a bit late for that smoke. He's picked it up now and actually just drops it to play around, bait and switch, styly. 25 HP, so he is just going to take a risk. Hope to catch someone with us, play around the smoke. They tagged him. No, they didn't. Oh, Electronic. Found. Open plant for main. It's up to Buster. Can he have a moment? Yet to frag. Mezzy holds strong. And Fnatic stay undefeated.
Yeah, not flustered there, going for that retake, taking their time, staying quite poised, upgrading away from the Famis's now. So very, very tidy work from Fnatic here. Bomb does go down. It puts Cloud9 in the realms of possibility to get out another partial. Good work there from Mezzy, just diligent in the smoke and smiles on the faces. Good work in middle over there from the likes of Dexter and Roy, combined for a couple of kills. You could see what Cloud9 were hoping to get away with. We'll creep through the smoke, we'll spam to make it look like just a standard start to the round. And they managed to double up, even though Electronic stole 2 back. Now, this is just a partial investment here. Cloud9 trying to level out the money, knowing the loss bonus into the next will net them a full buy. Scout for Shiro, Galil for Electronic, some pistols on the rest, and a re-smoke of Dark from the CTs to hold them at bay for now. Now, this is cool. If Electronic throws this, right, while they're hitting over towards A, it is going to limit one of their rotation points. But they need to get this entry here, and Dexter's waiting towards Fountain.
Strong first game on Vertigo. Dexter not going to be cleared out and contributing. Oh, snaps into the third as well. No help needed. Dexter even gets himself out of trouble.
Beautiful. Textbook.
Perfect. Perfecto and Shiro locked. Can they keep a complete clean sheet here for Fnatic? It certainly would really aid the longevity of their run in this map. With all 5 alive, not for the first time, they are making bank.
It's not just all 5 alive, right? We're talking about 4 kills on Electronic at the high end. Then you've got Shiro with 1. Hobbit, Buster, Perfecto yet to find a frag just yet in these first 4 rounds of play. They need to change that dialogue very quickly here. Great work from Dexter, isn't it? Putting his aim on display. I know it is a lighter buy, but still under a lot of pressure on his lonesome in an extended position. So great shooting.
Yeah, I mean, you could see a world where bigger names do less. He really nailed that. Impactful round from Dexter.
Well, this is where we can really start to get into the game here, and something that's been key for Fnatic throughout is just taking these fights through dark. So if it's not going to be smoked off, they're more than happy to leer in. There's AWP of Shiro not posted to deal with them right now.
That Molly makes sense to you?
No.
Okay, not just me.
Unless it somehow burns through the wall and we don't know about it. Is
Or
as he knows that we don't know?
Or it sounds like mains Molly, but no. You know, like the little bug Molly on Hut?
Yeah.
And you can do pushes, but no. Electronic onto Roy.
Oh,
and Perfecto catching Dexter. So this is CT aggressions, but they've been cut down to size, so punished for their attempt.
I should push B now. How about ready for this? Converts. Well, now in a 2-on-5 situation, just need to group up and finish together here to Cloud9. They've got the util for this. Hobbit going to search him first. That's good information to Mezzy's position, but guess what? Electronic's low.
Yeah, you can isolate these duels by throwing the molly down. And Buster's trying to get, hey, the Afro's ready for him. Oh, you thought you had the gap now, or you're in limbo.
They have to go B. Mezzy's dropped towards Temple here. Good angle to fight Dark.
Very good angle for Dark. 2 through Dark, bomb through main. Electronic first victim, Perfecto, eaten by the Mezzy Kalashnikov, and it's Fnatic's round, a stunning recovery. 5 kills, 5 kills between the 2 of them.
That is insane. Absolutely insane. The thing is, Hobbit went forward on that part of the seesaw, died, and they all just started to run back towards A. That's not how you play those situations at all. No. You go in slowly, you feel it out, you find out where that player is, you hope that you can find space on the other side of the map, you do it together. This was way too individualistic out of Cloud9 early on. Hobbit and Buster, free kills, and then the low HP of Electronic gets mowed up by Mezzy. He ain't missing those.
Yeah, credit to Afro as well. Yeah, Mezzy definitely gets the style points, but if Afro doesn't kill Buster with that, you know, it's a jiggle, it's a smoke in his hand, it can be those awkward shots you fire off and Buster gets through, you have to relocate. It's a different round. Afro taking that shot, forcing them into B, forcing them into Mezzy, results in a 5-0. Was there a timeout taken? No. Yeah, it's taken 5 rounds. Cloud9 realizing they do have to make a change.
This is the thing. So a round that really should have been theirs and a way back into this half results in Tech9s and a Deagle. So Fnatic are doing a great job here. Looks like they're setting up for a bit of U2 over towards B early here. Oh, Roy completely blinded there as there is pressure towards Dark and B long.
Wow, Roy, that is hyper aggressive when you know they're on a potentially pistol round.
Wow, they block them off here. There's a lot of utility to hold them at the door. And now Roy's going to head back towards middle, so maybe he wants to try that trick again. Cloud9 are completely out of U2 after their opening move was stalled. They have to hope that some of these Fnatic players overstep the mark or catch them with a good timing. Grim's back to the pillar.
God, good luck getting through this.
You can see it perfectly positioned so he can't be seen from Dark.
Exhibit A. And that's Crim's dead. First bullet out of the Tech9. Great from Buster, but Mezzy seems to be fine. Not feeling any pressure under the scrutiny. Another multi-kill round from Mezzy. And yeah, Mezzy Fantasy fans, 12-1.
It's pretty exciting if, you know, Mezzy and Roy can frag like this, and then Dexter, he had like 25 or 26 kills in the last map and is also showing some individual prowess as well. And the Dexter stuff is not, you're not expecting it every game.
It's a bonus.
You know, once every, 4 or 5 maps, if Dexter has a 25 kill game, that's great. You obviously can't have the polar opposite and only have matches where he gets 3 kills, but...
I mean, Dexter and Mezzy have 20 combined. Cloud9 combined have 9. Distinct lack of frags.
Yeah, and this is it. You pick Anubis. We don't know what Cloud9 had to offer here. We don't know what Fnatic was willing to respond with, and that goes the same for both of these teams unless they practice each other a lot throughout that break. And
sure,
that becomes even more of the information, because around the front of the hotel I talked to some of these players, and you mention, oh yeah, this team looks good, and they come in and they go, ah, do they? You know, they kind of scoff a bit. It's like, mate, I know you pracked them. We got no idea.
They have full B info already. We've still got 70 seconds here. Perfecto will start his campaign towards Dark. Crim's with such a gift for his squad. And yeah, you are going to bolster A.
It is pretty comfy, isn't it? Right now, no dramas for Fnatic
here.
That's
something. Dexter on the AWP. It adjusts. Thought he'd been caught out. A misplay, a misstep, but kept level by Electronic. They're advancing. They're committing. Roy, element of surprise, now squandered.
Needed one.
He did. Damage inflicted. Seems insufficient, especially now as Afro's caught out by that mid-lurk. Nice from Perfecto. And not going to be finding Crims as that 1v4 certainly seems like a too tall an order. Does he even give it a look in?
I don't know if he has the best grenade trajectory in the history of Counter-Strike.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he could get a kill.
Serious trigonometry.
Yeah, we need that to fly through the windows.
Off the brick.
Up deep in towards heaven. And you might get a double kill. But that was a round that we've just highlighted looked good for Fnatic in terms of their setup. And they end up losing it. Whereas they just won a 2v5 where everything was against them.
Yeah, well, that's just kind of Counter-Strike,
isn't it? Right.
It does feel like that's kind of Counter-Strike at every level of play. They find a way.
Crim's just making sure they go down with the ship here, but Electronic and Shiro at a safe distance. Hobbit will get away from dodge as well. And there you have it, finally, a Cloud9 round here.
And in the face of adversity, it's all smiles still. This is T-side Anubis. You've picked it. You wanted to kind of get out that strong start. You've lost the first couple of guns as well as the pistol, and it's all fine. They will find their first.
Yeah, we did see double offset there, right, with Dexter wielding one as well. I wonder if we see that again. He's already used that fountain position a few times this game, so need him to have a bit more diversity in the way that he is holding over towards that side of the map.
Shiro goes looking, shopping for anything mid. Smoke is down. Standard procedures. Ah, that's not standard at all. They've given Afro the green light. Will he walk past Buster again? I highly doubt he moves past this line in the sand he's drawn. And Buster, oh yeah, spots out the barrel. Starts to unload his magazine. Afro's orb spotted, but will they think it's Dexter? They didn't see whom was equipped with the AWP, and previously it was Dexter.
Good mid space here. Dexter's about to get a lot of company. 3 players poisoned at the ready. Buster and Perfecto
Does
from
this
main.
reek of a mid-A split?
It's just so quiet across the map, isn't it?
You know, now you does. Action in middle. Smoke from Afro. Hoping to delay. Not the kind of smoke you want to push through. Electronic does, though. By virtue of his own smoke, Afro's going to overlook this. Electronic has found the power position. He is behind enemy lines. There's no way.
Oh.
Dexter won for sure. Afro's gone, and this should be their sight unless Dexter's got more. Electronic dispatches of Dexter. Roy's gone too. What a play.
Classic Electronic there, isn't it? Just an absolute criminal in those smokes.
He knew what the util set they were throwing was, and so it was only essentially maybe 1 second window where he could have been spotted on that move. Calculated risk.
Slinks in, gets 3 massive frags, secures the 2nd round for Cloud9 here. And that's what Electronic is going to be able to provide you. He didn't just run in to be traded. He wasn't just running out there to give you the information. He knew exactly what he was doing. And it's great to see, just crisp. And this is the thing, when you hear him in the interview with James, right? He's doing it in English. You know, you did one with him in Rio. Like, he's definitely starting to get a bit more comfortable in that environment. But it feels like he's getting a bit more comfortable in himself, talking about wanting to be one of the best in-game leaders, right? And that confidence out of an individual like this. And we know how good this guy can be, right? This guy is an absolute monster. He's 24 years of age. He's a beast. He's played under simple. Like, he knows what it takes to be a fantastic Counter-Strike player, and if he can put that on display while in-game leading, not getting stressed out, he's got fantastic players behind him. This is why everybody is so excited about Cloud9.
Yeah.
Every piece of the puzzle is premium.
Right, exactly. And what's so special about Electronic is this transition to leadership is something that's coming from him. You know, it has to. In the sense that he's changed his dialogue. I no longer want to just be an individual comparable with Simple. No, that's old me. New me is, do you know how many legendary in-game leaders there are in this 20-year-old game?
Yeah, right.
Do you know how short that list is? And do I think I could do it? Yes. What does that do to you? A whole new, chapter in this man's story. Never mind the tools he gets to wield while pursuing it.
Yeah, the only thing that ruins that little venture for Electronic is if CS2 and they all just lose their hands or they all forget how to play or something, right?
Sure.
But this is a roster that there is so much hype behind. Back into play here. Shiro aggressive over towards B long. Behind their own molly, going to peer on out. Temple smoke already, applying pressure, removing angles, and now able to search. 3 players to deal with.
3. Magic number, you'd think. Crims, ready. Received. Shiro onto Roy. Glyph clear. They know Mezzy typically occupies the site as well. They're looking for Crims, no help from Mezzy. Spoke too soon, he gets him. Perfecto threatening, but caught. And now the advantage held by Fnatic.
I think they're expecting more of a heavy mid or more of a heavy A type of setup there. Still going into B, and there's 3 players once more for Fnatic. Haven't really bucked the trend with their setups too much. Afro's AWP, the next fight available. I think he would have been spotted there.
Me too. Shiro's going to be on that angle and collects a very important frag, an equalizing frag.
But look at this, cutting him off.
Shiro, aware, nope, not ready. Fires off a shot, misses that. Buster, however, has got A on lock. Dexter frustrated. Mezzy motivated, he's down as well. And now a 1v2.
Buster's coming back, they're going to take this fight together. Oh, no, they're not!
Catches him in the air, that's the bomb carrier. A perfect timing for the engagement. Buster, can you come up clutch? Crims knows what's up. Bang! An AWP kill from Crims to secure it for Fnatic. A team effort.
Feels just as rare as in a Crims AWP kill as you do as a Rain AWP kill, doesn't it?
Yep.
So good one there for Fnatic, and just staying active within that mid-round, staying 1 or 2 steps ahead of Cloud9. They were very stubborn about that approach over towards B, throwing multiple bodies to deal with Mezzy close towards that dark position, but it's Crims in the clutch, and Fnatic up to 7 here. Beautiful stuff as he gets himself the 5 kills in total. Let's see how many more rounds Cloud9 are going to be able to put on the board here on this T side, because it's not looking great, is it?
Looking fantastic though, Chad, I'll tell you that much. Electronic, the entry fragger, in-game leader extraordinaire.
Him and Dexter are both throwing out some punches here today, aren't they?
Well, he's got the whole A side of the map on his shoulders and with an MP9. So I can't help but feel that if they do come a knock-in, Dexter, as great as he's been, yeah, okay, he's gambling away.
But this is the thing. I understand that the weaponry is a little bit lighter on here, but we've seen Fnatic win a 2v5 in this map so far. So the thing is, Cloud9 really need to pull up their socks here. They have a lot of space. They have the weapon advantage. They can break Fnatic here. They can start slathering on some rounds. But the thing is, we've already seen them have some oopsie daisies. So right now, look at Fnatic. They're calling their bluff. They've called a gamble. They've gone, hey, well, if you guys finish towards B, we have almost everybody here.
But what happens when he says A is clear?
But think about a lot of the unknowns. They don't have any dark control, right? And we've seen Fnatic push out dark a lot. So at this point, if Electronic calls his team back, he might call them back into the same thing that happened last round.
They are.
So there's a lot of questions to be asked here. 40 seconds left on the clock. They are starting to transition back over. They will need to start, unless they go through mid, start making a bit of a ruckus about this here shortly. They're going to go the long way around. Electronic is just going to park towards heaven here. They have to start running.
Run they shall.
Okay, well, this isn't going to be heard, and I don't think Fnatic are going to transition over at all, so it might just be the Cloud9 third round of the Fnatic save here.
Well, you definitely don't fancy a retake with this smorgasbord of weapons.
No, and you'd think with how quiet it was the entire time that maybe Fnatic would have sent somebody out as a feeler. But statues here, as the bomb gets planted with 5 seconds left on the clock, and that sinking feeling for Fnatic, hey, we'll just hold on to what we have.
Really, I mean, again, you got to give credit to Electronic, not just for the kill, but for that entire maneuver.
And I'm talking about them about to go into a stack, another number disadvantage situation. There's a bunch of them. Fnatic one on Vertigo as well.
You know, dips the litmus paper into the A site and says, guys, this is neutral. We can probably do this a little easier.
So well done from Electronic there. Sure, the path of least resistance. He's the man to find that opening kill and find them the empty site. Dexter would love an upgrade spot to the barrel, but Buster spins on a dime. It's only an MP9 to be lost, so not the worst in the world, but still, next round. Smotus slim on here, so you're going to carry an AWP, a Famous, and an M4. What can Dexter and Roy get their hands on here? Well, that's the conversation they're about to have in this timeout. Kita gets to confer. Now, this is where you hope that your individual holds that tab key, so as the coach, you can see all that money. Let's see. Roy's, you know, intermittently bringing it up and down as Kita.
He's staring at it. Like, you're right. That's a good observation there, Chad. Kita's eyes were definitely locked onto Roy's monitor to try and piece this all together.
Yeah, no, this is really quite cool. We get to take this look from above and see this tactical timeout happening live and in person here.
So much variation in player preferences in their setup, isn't it? Like every monitor is at a different angle.
Look at where the mouse pads are.
Look at, I mean, Mezzi's mouse pad is fruity. No, that's the Harry Russell.
Back
Harry
at the table. You've got the keyboard orientation as well. Monitor tilt, all of it. It's all happening. But we're back underway.
Ready to go.
2 MP9s to try and bolster the saved rifles for Fnatic here.
He's got a smoke cocked.
He's completely open again here.
Yeah, a calculated risk or a misjudgment.
I think you have to take a bit of a gamble with this type of a buy here. See if you can force the issue. Mollied forward is Afro, has to fight.
Damn, that is so much damage.
They should be hearing the burning, I think, from water. Buster should hear that.
Bang! Still profits. Buster's dead. And already Hobbit down. Dexter, good for one in the round. Crims as well from Dark. It seems Fnatic have done enough. It's up to Shiro to change the dialogue. A fired off shot. They know there's a last man to stand. And Afro, the bookend frags of 11th round. That's 8 now for Fnatic. And yeah, making the most out of that, leaving A wide open, but profiting.
Maybe they didn't hear the molly burning mid.
Clearly.
Because that entire play is to either flush them forward to fight or send them back so they don't have the info. And they push forward and they had all the info.
Or, you know, maybe it is audible, but Buster is assuming that's players
them
who
falling back.
Falling back, yeah, exactly.
Well,
because there's so many ticks, it's like the only thing that makes sense is if they were...
It's like over a 50 damage molly.
Yeah, crazy. There was so many sound cues on that.
All right, well, Cloud9 struggling a little bit here on their own map choice, aren't they? 5 rounds the difference.
Also could be harder to plug Buster into Axal's responsibilities. Bang! Afro on one now through mid. 2 out of 2 successful finds on his walkabouts for some aggression. Very nice.
Not getting respected, are they? He's more than happy to go for those repicks. So, great stuff from Afro there. And now it feels like Cloud9 are just going to limp across the map unless Electronic, who seems to be Mr. Impact, has something to say about this. So now they're AWP down. Roy still to deal with in middle.
You'd think this is at least traded, right? There's no way Roy gets both. Oh, none from the Dane.
Yeah, expecting a jiggle, I suppose, but that wide swing from Perfecto takes his head off.
Mid open for business. Electronic occupies the space with Perfecto. Dexter is going to be having some support through Mezzi. 30 seconds, and oh, Dexter does go down. It's all Electronic. Mezzi, oh, he falls as well to the hands of the new leader. Cloud9's new name, and it's at the top of the scoreboard as well.
And I don't think you have too much hope here. Ooh, Crims may have just caught a fortunate timing here. Hobbit, previously looking between his legs. He's given another awkward timing, but catches in the back through the golden arches. Delicious.
I'm loving it.
Ah, that was the... Damn. God damn it.
Teamwork.
No, I know, but how do I not get that one right?
Teamwork, okay?
You think that one should be just a staple?
You would think.
Ah. All right, well, we'll try again in the future.
Look at this ADR as well. Electronics had a great half. And whilst his team has been struggling, but if he's been able to keep this up, whilst they're starting slow on this map, you've already got 4 to boast. If they start waking up, you've got a half here.
Oh, here's that push.
Like that.
Yeah, well, Hero.
Oh!
Need a flick into action.
Lovely stuff.
They're back in the half now, aren't they?
Yep.
There's a force out of Fnatic now. 2 kills back as long as they convert this round and eco into the next. 8 to 6. Blink and you miss it, and all of that Electronic impact really being picked up now.
He's kept them afloat, hasn't he?
Indeed. And this is the thing, like, we're still excited about this team and the storylines with them having a standard. Like, imagine if they're at full force. I'm not saying the results would be any different, right? The scorelines could be exactly the same as they are right now, but we wouldn't have to keep returning to that caveat or that asterisk or just remind everybody time and time again.
Most definitely.
Because it was the best roster move of the offseason, maybe one of the best roster moves of all time. I'm trying to like just think back over the years and think what makes more sense, what fits like a glove, what's been like the ROP situation with FaZe. We knew that was happening for a long time, right? We knew that it's a great change, a great piece to plug in, but this it feels what was meant to feel perfect. Yeah, well, it feels meant to be, and without all of that excitement surrounding it, I think it's also interesting that it's very clear that Cloud9 are going to try to make the best out of a bad situation. It's not like they're coming in here saying we've got nothing to lose. Sure, maybe saying we've got nothing to lose, but we'd like to be still in the tournament if Axel gets it. We've got nothing to lose, but we know how to win. Yeah, thank you. Yes, exactly. This one, I don't think it's possible to win for Fnatic, so I'm going to go and watch it from their POV. Let's just watch 5 people die. Whoa. Wow. A lot of noise coming out of the Monty side of the studio there. Reminder, there are 2 streams running simultaneously here in our opening matches for the group stage, day 4 of IEM Cologne 23. Okay, here you go. Bit of a B-stream update on your screens. Monty 12-7 over Gamer Legion. Map number 2, Monty in the lead 1-0 in the series. I don't think that's too unexpected considering the fact that Gamer Legion have had their hyped in-game leader taken, and he's returned back to the organization of Mouse, and Imma, who was the best rifler at the major, also getting poached. So yeah, unlucko. In terms of, you know, getting the short end of the stick, I think is how it goes. That is the official saying, I do believe. I think they're up there. They're splitting into the stack, Alex. Busters. The only casualty. And one final round to see just how close of a first half this will be. Now, make no mistake, Fnatic boasting 8 CT rounds on Anubis will feel good regardless. But a 9th, still up for debate, and a recovered half from Cloud9 as well. This is functional. Quick reminder of that. You can go and check that out on the second stream. Taking a look at the scoreboard, looks like Krasnal's giving him the long end of the stick, if you know what I'm saying. Let's go. Final round of this half, second map. Opening game of the group stage. I guess we can set a bit more context here now that we are 1 map to the good for Cloud9. We are in Group A. Feeling himself with his aggressive moves. Afro, even with the rifle, considering his options towards the window. winner of this one, Alex, takes on winner of ENT's 9.
Ooh.
That could be fun, a Cloud9 versus 9 Vertigo.
It's coming up today.
Actually, what am I saying? ENTs. ENTs are going to be in beast mode form. I got good aura out of Sampaius and Snappy yesterday. Cloud9 would love to walk away with 7 on this half. Hobbit over on the pool side of Long. Can apply pressure late here. Knows that there's no push, no info as flashes are exchanged. Pressure now down towards Canals as Mezzy speculative shot spamming through the smoke without the traces. Electronic still top mid. Buster pushed up in A main, so good map control here from Cloud9 as Electronic will find another opener. Afro falls.
17. He is hurling Cloud9 into a competitive scoreline.
He's 5-1 in openings.
Yeah.
5-1 in openings.
I mean, he has more kills than 3 of them combined.
Oh!
And Mezzy finds them both. Dark clear. He says Roy overcommits. You thought he had Hobbit dead to rights, but he lives on. A second kill from Hobnob. And Dexter makes sure that's it. Shiro in a 1v2. Do not write this man out of the clutch. 15 seconds. Oh, it's stacked against him. Dexter catches the timing. And Fnatic, 9 to work with to try and take us to 3. Cloud9, 6 as we swap sides. BRB.
SDY caught out.
Ooh,
Demka disengaging, and Kia's not going to give him that slack.
Nice hunt.
Sticks around. That's going to be his demise. Bro able to get his 21st on the board. Only eclipsed by Krasnal. The 2 players up. The 2 heaviest-handed members of Monty at the moment. Krasnal in a 1v3. And while Bomb's still back by Spawn, he's got 20 seconds left to work this out.
He can grab that freely. Okay, so this comes down to Volt, who, is going to take a better angle here on...
He's got to be ready. He's just right behind the pillar. Volt hears it coming. Krasnal, is he sharp enough? Oh, it's close. Ooh, dangerously close to a 1v3 clutch. Ooh. But Volt put
like,
one
whoa, he's running.
I got him sweating. 8 for Gamer Legion. Nice push out through Monster.
God damn.
Not giving Monty all the respect that they feel that they've probably earned.
It actually messes their buy up, even those frags. He's got a MP9. At least the save gun, but man, wow, without the save gun, you need another MP9 here. It's 3 rifles. Util on overpass, that's what you need. Whereas Monty, they're doing fine, honestly. That was actually the kind of situation where Krasnal should have gone to die to see how many kills he could get.
It's a tense map because Gamer Legion know the amount of doubt that is over their heads publicly. People thinking this is going to be another Into the Breach type scenario and not quite a Monty/Apex situation.
Luckily, Into the Breach set the bar very low. Okay. It won't be hard to beat. That was a very... Yeah, that was tough.
That was a tough one. Nice.
Oh my god, the heroic nades come up huge.
Let's go. God. Good job by Volt for at least getting up into Playground. Dealing a blow back to Monty. You can't let him get away with a triple nade stack freebie. I mean, to be fair, they almost killed both.
Stages do not get bigger than this.
Anubis. A different feel to Vertigo for sure, but Cloud9 come up short. Only real redeeming factor is that Electronic is making all of the goodness happen. And we've got a haul of 17, as has Mezzy. Both of these players definitely looking comfortable. But will we see 3? Ancient is waiting in the wings for our separating third, if it's required.
Yeah, and look, Electronic has had a great performance here, but you have to remind yourself, Cloud9 lost a 2-on-5 on a gun round. So definitely some issues here. Oh! Yeah, for Dexter. That's who's got the issues right now. That was meant to be a fast A play. He had nades.
That's interesting. Now, yeah, they are using that Molotov to buy them in. The boost not going to get much done. Shiro fired off the pot shot.
No kit, so might have to have some quickness on this retake, but they're all already here to respond.
Ashley and MC providing all of the observing goodness for this attempt into the site. Retake, bomb ticking, bodies dropping. Roy and Mezzy comfortable. Headshots hitting, eyes are rolling, and Fnatic running towards a 10th.
Oh, look at the fight in the face. Grabbing the head and shaking them. Fnatic up to the double digits here. Both pistols. They get the conversions. And we're going to be heading to Ancient in no time. It looks so good. The Perfecto opener. Dexter goes down. Number advantage. And then they're coming out of connector. And every bullet connects.
Watching this, if you hadn't have seen the desk and the veto, would you have assumed that Vertigo was Cloud9's pick? Or like this being Cloud9's pick, is it unusual considering how it looks?
Well, this is the thing. You come in with massive unknowns.
Right.
There was a big Reddit thread about what the hell was Cloud9's permaban even going to be, right? Were they going to adopt what Na'Vi like to play with Nuke, or were they going to go with what Cloud9 like to play of Vertigo?
Valid conversation.
Right? And that's probably something Fnatic, they've practiced in the lead up. Your map pool's not going to be mega deep. Maybe they were really comfortable on their Vertigo. They've gone, hey, this is a map that we know two good players, Perfecto and Electronic, haven't played before in official capacities. Let's try and pressure this. Let's try and take this away from it. And it didn't work out, but highlighted by us, by the desk, by some of the key rounds in that map was the Hobbit Hero AK with 5 kills, and then the Tech9 Central Eco Victory where Perfecto gets 4 kills. Those are the difference makers in a map of CS.
That's
so
fair.
that could have very much been Fnatic's Vertigo. And now going into another black box, Anubis, well, if you're Cloud9, maybe you felt confident in this one in practice, but you had no idea what Fnatic are going to be throwing your way. You're learning on the job.
And they've got their own priority list, right? You've seen it very clearly. One of them was with pushes like this on the CT side. Now it's actually
Not looking.
Flank. Back to
Not looking.
No, it is 2 frags
This
on
would
the
be a full eco.
They can't.
That's 2 guns. They can get those weapons.
Someone surely has to invest time onto the dark position. No, that is going to be 2.
There's a smoke and a molly here somewhere on the ground.
2 rifles, 2 kills. Still going to be hard to get back in.
Is it default plan
Surely
or is it
USP's
CT plan?
bait. Afro needs a multi-kill. Badly.
It's a CT
That's the
plan.
molly. Where do they go for? Okay. Safe. Back timing. Supreme. As Afro confirmation of at least the other one coming out from main. And it's secure. Saves them from a real Orky Momo there.
Powerful post-plant position there, playing the pillar, and they also, as mentioned, planted for CT. So even if they were able to get in towards the site, you had Dexter who had pushed up, he was entrenched, he could have taken those long-range duels. So well handled from Fnatic, understanding the situation there.
From long-range duels to opening duels, I just hadn't mentioned it before. I want to make sure we identify that Electronic did have 6 opening duels, participated in 6, 5 successful, and then he has the highest in the server as well. So not only doing the leading, doing the entrying as well.
Yeah, he was key to everything that they were able to scoop up there on that T side.
Let's see what happens now, though. You've got 2 rounds on the trot, a conversion of the pistol, first gun test for Fnatic's T side.
Yeah, missed nade there from Mezzy, but not the end of the world. Extremely deep molly. And the smoke in exchange, he's not actually going to force the issue here. So they don't know who resides in towards dark right now. And there might be a bit of a sneaking suspicion to Hobbit as well that somebody could be playing in that fade of the smoke, fortifying a main. We're on board with Buster and Electronic and Crimson Afro just around that corner.
HE could be really well placed. He second guesses it. Buster trying to push forward and hits the shot. Crim's clotheslined.
Good reaction.
Really big.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is allow them to establish a main control and then boost over that deep smoke. It's clearly set up for a reason. And now they're turning their attention.
That smoke. Shiro primed and ready, as was Electronic. Roy to trade. Shiro set for success. Afro and Mezzy going to give it everything they got. 2-man advantage in our 18th. And a boost over the smoke's cool, but no reason for Buster to give it to them. Afro rounding the corner now, procedurally clearing through. Loud now about this.
Plan to be nice.
Would be lovely. Should be safe for the plan. They actually opt for the fake, and Afro gets 1, gets 2, but no plant. And so Cloud9 get their first CT round under the belt. Costly, but successful. And you could talk about cost. I mean, Fnatic, yeah, you got 2 players on that double eco territory.
Well, that's the ramifications of losing so many bodies in that previous round, right? You're losing to USPs and P2Ks, and, well, then you're going to have to rebuy. Well, Cloud9 were already going to be heading in towards that buy department. Sure, a little bit shaky for them. Electronic's going to be into an MP9, a famous for Buster. But Fnatic's purchase in this one, the best they have to boast is that Roy AK-47, and it doesn't even have head armor behind it. Waiting to have something to respond to here, Cloud9. Smoke molly defense over towards middle here. As soon as they feel pressured, Electronic will drop that. He has Shiro alongside him. Has been mollied back. So there you go, stalling them out, but Roy's close. Maybe he underlooked.
Yeah, found a perfect spot. Oh, gets nothing done.
No head armor. See the immediate goosh?
Yeah,
yes, he's crossed.
He got rocked, didn't he? Dexter's done well to catch one before the double swing. Profits, but yeah, punished. And Hobbit, he's racking him up as well. His 13th activating into Afro, takes the bomb down, he's farming. And Fnatic starting to feel Cloud9 warming into things here on that defense, looking convincing in their conversions. 2 on the trot.
And now a Fnatic eco here. So Fnatic, they'll just be waltzing around with an awful lot of nothing here. 2400 into the next. We'll be able to get the guns back out, but Cloud9 will turn this into a 2-round game. And Electronic has done enough to allow his other individuals to start to warm into this. 7 for Perfecto, 5 for Buster. I'm sure we'll expect to see those scores start to get a little bit higher and higher as this CT side campaign continues. Now, all 5 of Fnatic over towards B. There is 1 flash at the ready for Dexter. A bomb plant here would be great, but a retake setup with Perfecto and Hobbit both playing down the lane. Ooh.
Poppy, safe from the flashes, and a very comfortable spray. Look at that, Perfecto and Hobbit. Make sure it's clean, the 2 of them, keeping their guns warm.
See, it's one doorway, but how they addressed it. Hobbit had if they crossed towards jail, Perfecto had if they crossed towards pillar. That's one choke point, but, you know, why don't we share the load?
Yeah, exactly. Samwise Gamgee said it best. Good to see the guns back out. I don't see a single AWP in play, so stay transfixed onto where that opening exchange takes place.
Utility donation from Shiro in middle here, so that's going to be with Electronic. They're going to start 3 towards B, Buster solo towards A, and Afro across early here. Powerful position. One-way smoke deployed to play behind here, and also to help with the crush. You can see it here. Mezzy getting cheeky with it, but now that the CTs are blocked to their own, he can start to scale up behind this. A main control available for Crims and Afro. They can get baskets. We saw this smoke before. You just see how deep it lands. And they didn't get to pull it off. Last time they were fought, they were pushed. They weren't able to set up what they were hoping for. This time round, they've got the control.
Very nifty smoke, huh? Even if it's just for posturing. Even if it kind of, because it forces you to acknowledge and reposition. Pushing for answers. Dexter
talking a lot.
Maybe he's got one in him.
Oh.
Nade down the face, and up from above, it's Perfecto. A huge find to isolate the only player occupying B side. But hang on, with Electronic dead, Crims is opening the A site. Back is turned right now. Buster's got the world on his shoulders. Nice from Crims. King of Kings into the A site.
Might just be a save right here. 3 on 4, number disadvantage, and having to retake A, sure. Feels like the individuals on Cloud9 could get this one done, but there's a risk they're willing to take. It doesn't look like it, and that's Crims. You think about the impact. So that's 2 kills into the site around converted, gets them up to 12, and he had that clutch, that 1 on 2 in that first half. He finished it off with the AWP, so sure, doesn't have the most kills to his name, but this is the thing. You need to look where the impact comes in and what they're able to convert off the back of it here. So Shiro upgrades into an AK-47. I'm sure the AWPs that you wanted to see will come out into the next for at least one of these 2 teams, namely Cloud9. Perfecto with 7.5k, he'll be able to drop no dramas. And that's if Shiro doesn't want to just buy himself. Loss bonus coming through, going to be that 1400. Back to a 3-round game here. So really just came down to Crims, didn't it? And it felt like Buster, you could see him having to acknowledge over towards middle as well, but didn't seem ready for that type of a fight. Crim's brazen, knowing that he has to make that move with the B long space being taken. Man, what a great nade. That couldn't have dropped any further down the back pocket of Dexter there.
Oh, is that the smoke I was talking about as well?
I think so.
Did you see that angle as well?
I think so, unless it was a redeploy of the CTs while we didn't get to see it.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's something to run around with when we get home. See how that one works out. Electronics got to line up.
They're pushing main here. At least they're playing aggressive with this AWP.
It's Crim's rugs, just holding the push.
What's the timing on this nade?
Mistimed, but
Oh,
Buster
perfect.
activates onto Crim.
No, but this is the thing, that nade just looks like it's the default A holder. Now the flames at the floor, burning him out. Mezzy dead too.
Subverts the expectation, and it's enough to profit. They leave with 2-man advantage. I do like Roy's position, though. There's a small universe where Electronic gets caught out. Yeah, you can see there is an opportunity here still.
They're not aware of this.
No,
Huh? Nobody's acknowledging it.
He slipped. This is a real opportunity for Roy.
Needs 2. One's not enough.
It needs to be multiple. Hobbit adjusts in time. Perfecto quick to communicate. Dexter and Afro going to play upon the fade and hope they can isolate a duel or two. It is a 2-on-2 on the second layer of the alphabet.
They both got smokes.
Spotted. Bomb spotted. That'll get the rotation moving. They're on a timer now. There's the smokes you discussed. Reaction to go wide is from Electronic. Can he find more impact? He's not done. Oh, but Dexter does force him out of the round. And another from Dexter! The multi-kill to level the odds. And look at the time. They're milking every second of it. Diligently. Orp is posted. Dexter's dead. Where's that bomb, Afro? A 1v2 with Buster wrapping main. Exposed. And disposed of. 10-12.
Almost got out of control again. It was almost a 2v4 situation. We didn't win a 2-on-5. Again, it's not going to be past the realms of possibility.
Throughout this whole game, both of these teams have been kind of, subverting that expectation.
But I love the opening move, right? The nade comes through. If you're defaulting towards A, you assume it's just Buster throwing it late, and then they peek out and get that kill while Crim's like, oh yeah, they're not close main. But then this late round, I love the molly from Electronic, but then Dexter calls the bluff, gets flashed through the smoke, comes around behind him. What a great round of some micro decisions here. Unfortunately for Fnatic, just not good enough. Pipped at the post, allowed the plant. They've taken another timeout here. They're third so far in map number 2, but they are the ones with the backs against the wall here. They lost their map choice of Vertigo. And Anubis could very much go against them here as well in the opener of the IM Cologne groups.
Lots of exciting head-to-heads in our opening round. Group B especially, going to be some interesting ones going down there.
Group B is wild. In case you haven't seen the bracket, Vitality OG, Na'Vi, Mouse, G2 Astralis, FaZe, NIP. Woo. Big names in that one.
Yeah, clear your calendar. Clear your weekend. It's Counter-Strike's weekend. Audible. Mezzy. Trundling boot through the water.
Oh.
Leads to 46 HP. Double nade response. We talk about nuance. We talk about just the release of that walk key. Leads to Mezzy working with half health.
Pushing A main here again, at least trying to fortify it. They know that they've at least dealt with the dark efforts of Fnatic
They're
here.
re-aggressing upon the fade.
If he plays in towards basket, Shura can bait for him, and then they could set up a bait and switch setup, but I think they're looking for info here, and Buster needs to be careful. There's a gap in the smoke.
Yep, Crim's not looking. Oh, Buster again! Damage! Mezzy, oh my god, he gets away with murder. 2 headshots, he's not expecting a third. Electronic is already on the scene.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
No, he's not ready. Afro catches him, a gift. An absolute gift. In the form of an Electronic death. Smoke down, sight is theirs, unless Hobbit somehow makes space. If he finds Dexter...
Oh! Yeah, he found him all right. Sit down.
13, just like that. I mean, quick recap. Felt great. Mezzy finding 2 headshots in a matter of milliseconds.
Yeah, they lined up perfectly for him then, didn't they?
And then Electronic, yeah, just assuming that was enough. Like they'd got 3 kills at that point on A. Mezzi, that's a third component. Excuse me, 2 kills.
Yeah, that mid pressure as well. So I guess he just thought that the remainder of the team was all going to be coming through mid right there. Caught off guard, gives Fnatic their 13th round. Hard fought here. And a save for Perfecto as we're staring down the home stretch right now. And here's that double up that... Oh, no, it wasn't at all. It was not at all. Wow. That second shot, huge. And Dexter doesn't need a second bullet.
Afro couldn't believe his luck. Electronic just turning around. You'll see this from Dexter's POV. Hobbit, Hobbit didn't see anything. I mean, watching it from his POV, he barely swung. Dexter, so quick. Okay, 13. Fnatic 3 rounds away from taking us the distance.
Oh, Miss Molly there. You can see it burning in the windows. That wasn't where that was destined to land. They're creeping A main again here. This time with no smoke. It's going to catch Buster off guard, I think, Alex.
Yeah, this is a little contact play. He just had a clear.
And this is the straw that's going to break the camel's back here. I think we're destined for 3.
And jiggle out. Okay, guys, hey, he screams. And Shiro relocating. We'll have a little bit of a gap to work with. And ooh, safe now. Knowledge of Shiro as the smokes come through. Shiro ahead, but Flash, look at the pandemonium unfolding now. Buster still lingering around these smokes. Mezzi, flash through, looking for damage and finds it into Buster. Perfecto will respond in kind. And it's Crims that keeps it with a leg up. Oh, and Roy through mid. Electronic will not be arriving on the retake. 14 looms. And consider that back broken.
Yeah, this is real problems now for Cloud9. If Shiro can save the AWP, sure, that's something. But Fnatic, I feel they've done the hard graft, the hard work here. And a great round. They've been conditioning A main with that smoke. They've been showing how they like to take and apply that pressure. And this time, just the contact walk in catches Buster completely off guard. You can see how quickly they swarm in, and they take their time as Shiro noted now up towards the heavens. He's in a whole lot of trouble, and that's going to be Roy to finish things off. They take everything away, and that right there feels like it's the game. Perfecto's the only one with money. The rest are pretty much completely bottomed and broken out here. Cloud9 need a miracle.
Yeah, staying proactive as well. You can see they were well and truly aware of their win conditions in that one, not letting those C9 boys set up behind those smokes.
Again, right, and this is the thing, the whole conversation, the spotlight has been on Cloud9, but Fnatic roster playing this quality of Counter-Strike here, it's impressive.
Early doors as well, right?
Yeah, we didn't expect them to be a name getting too much done. It was one of the lower ranked roster changes. Even hearing from other pros, it was a bit scoffed at. This is 15. Not sure what you meant to do with 3 USPs and a P2K against a fully bought up Fnatic. Just walks it on into your site here. Afro with another. Mollies are there as well. There's plenty of util to pluck them all apart, isn't there?
Yeah, 3 of them have conceded heavy damage, but the damage insignificant as Perfecto will finish off Mezzi as Fnatic secure their 15th. A 5-round run demanded of Cloud9. We will see our 3rd map.
I'm curious to see what Dexter calls here. Does he want to try and get this done quite quickly? Do they want to keep with the crawls across the map that they've been operating with because their default spreads in the map space? It's definitely been able to net them some conditions that Cloud9 are worried about. So this is it. Hey, I'm expecting them to try and fortify this area of the map. Like, we should be able to exploit here. Or is it just, yo, let's throw a pace change their way right here, right now, and finish this one off. Take us to Ancient.
Roy walks through. Gap to work with. Molly. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Hang on. Off the flash. Pushing in. Electronic. Oh! Dead. What a play. Roy flattens the defense in mid. Buster present. Noted. Naded. And eliminated. Roy contributing heavily. It's lining up for 3. Ancient. 2 clicks away for Fnatic. Spotted out Perfecto. Afro doesn't want to be the one to squander this. Doesn't want to be the reason they have another round of play. It's right there. Within touching distance now. Just have to putt it in. Ooh, didn't quite get the hole in one on that smoke.
Yeah, now they're just hoping for that CT reaggress here. 44 seconds, can group up, still have plenty of utility to finish out this round. And despite Electronic's best efforts in that first half of play, where he's an absolute monster, doing everything he could and more to try and will his team into this.
If Crims calls A clear with 30 seconds, do you still go round? It's about to happen, but just as they get to main, he's going to say, guys, there's no one here. Oh, okay, well, with the util, it might not matter. He's going to try and sell it. Will they react? Yes, they will.
Perfect.
That's cool. That works too.
Yeah, and that's kind of a hope. They still uncertain at Cloud9. They haven't just darted on over. They're worried about mid lurks, and well, now they know it's B.
And it's given them all the space they needed. Mezzy down goes looking. Roy dumping util. Quake it in their boots, a risk taken by Shiro. And Perfecto gone too. Fnatic force a third. Ancient is where we'll separate them here in the opening game for Fnatic and Cloud9.